Hey, what's happening, Nation? It's Son Joku. Wanted to come out tonight and talk about Marcus Mariota for a minute and his possible future with this team. I want to get your guys' opinions on it and just kind of see how everybody feels about it. I know there's some real mixed emotions about Marcus Mariota within the nation. So I just wanted to put my 2 cents out there, get your guys' opinions on it. Not going to waste too much time. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. If you are new to the channel, if you think about subscribing, I really would appreciate that. It really does help me out and keep me growing. So we'll start with just the news that came out today as far as the transaction goes. The Raiders signed quarterback Case Cookus, and we released Trey Quinn, which honestly, I know we all have kind of our sleeper dark horse guy that we're hoping makes the 53. Trey Quinn was mine, and now he's been waived, which kind of sucks. I was really pulling for Devery Hamilton. He got waived the day after I talked about him. Hopefully I'm not cursing these dudes. That would totally suck because a lot of these guys I'm seriously pulling for. And I don't think bringing in Case is any kind of sign that we're losing Mariota. I'm not even going to speculate about that. I know Gruden likes to just bring different quarterbacks into camp and just work them out and just see how it looks. But Mariota did come out himself, and he talked about how he's always scanning the NFL looking for starting quarterback positions to be open. The bottom line is, the dude wants to be a starter in the NFL, and if you look around the league, he's better than some of the starting quarterbacks in the NFL. For these bottom 5 teams, he could definitely go in and compete for that starting role, and most likely win it. Like, if you took a dude like Marcus Mariota, you sent him to New Orleans right now, I'm telling you, he would end up winning that quarterback competition and being the starter on that team. I know the Colts have been showing some interest because they ended up losing Wentz, and he got banged up early, and that's another situation where he could jump in there and be the starter right away. And if the Raiders got the right offer, there is no chance in hell that they're not going to deal him off and then let Nathan Peterman be our backup quarterback. I know a lot of people are like, Peterman's the GOAT. Peterman's not the GOAT. It just is what it is. But he would be a decent backup. He knows Gruden's system. He's been on the team for a few years. He understands the playbook. He understands the motions. It would not be an ideal situation. I would way rather have Mariota come into a game than Nathan Peterman. But if the value's right and somebody's like, we'll give you a third for Mariota and pluck him off your bench, why the hell would you not make that move? It would suck to see because I really do feel like he is arguably the best backup quarterback in the NFL right now, and we're thankful to have him. It just shows the added depth that we have on this team. But a lot of people, after I make these offensive videos, they're like, man, we really should put Marcus Mariota in some packages. I would like to see the way that it looks with Mariota in there. So I drew up a couple. I think it's pretty limited to what you could use him as. I was watching Honcho earlier while my boy was practicing, and he was saying that he would never want to see Mariota even hit the field at all. He wants to see him just sit on the bench, watch him play through the preseason. I do not agree with that at all. I am not going to lie. Congrats on 8,000, by the way, but I completely disagree with you on this. Even Carr and Gruden have talked about packages where we might be bringing Mariota in. Even something as simple as the offense that I have drawn up right here. If this was on the goal line, even if it was just the same handoff that Carr would make to Jacobs, it adds a different element. And I'm not going to say it would keep them from stacking the box, but it would cause them to have to leave a few people outside just in case Mariota faked it and tried to roll around the corner. And it's little things like that that he brings to the table that Carr simply does not. The dude played for 1 game for us last season. He ended up throwing a touchdown. He ended up throwing a pick. He ended up rushing for a touchdown. And he carried the ball 9 times for 90 yards. That's another element and another weapon that we have on this team that you might as well utilize if he's going to be on your roster. You'd be a damn fool not to use that. If you want to put in a situation to where you have certain backs on the field or certain setups, and you want to have the quarterback that's going to be mobile, and you don't want to see Derek Carr take a big shot, send Mariota's ass in there and see if he can make something happen. There is nothing wrong with that. I've had a lot of you guys hit me up and you were like, we could use him like Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is a special freaking player. I am not even going to lie. Taysom Hill will line up as a running back. Taysom Hill will line up as a tight end. Taysom Hill is doing special teams. Like, you could not compare Mariota to Taysom Hill. They are completely separate players, but I do think there are packages for a guy like Mariota, especially when you get into like the red zone where Gruden becomes extremely predictable to where you could just throw some things at the defense that they're not expecting at all. If you can get a defense to take a step back before the ball is even snapped, you have the advantage immediately in that situation. So why would you not do it? There are people in the Raider Nation that feel that Mariota should be the starter over Derek Carr. That I do not know what the hell you're talking about. I put no stock into that whatsoever. But I think these 2 to 3 tight end sets would end up being awesome for a dude like Mariota, especially rolling out or doing the quarterback keepers or running the options. I think it would be crazy to not even try it. You're going to see a good dose of Mariota throughout the preseason. I really think he's going to end up doing awesome through the preseason just because he wants to show other teams like, hey, I still have it. I can still go out and win games in the NFL. There's going to be teams that take note of that are going to be calling about him. So if the price is right, he's got to go. If he does end up sticking around, there's some really cool packages that we could end up lining up for him. I'm going to go ahead and just switch this around real quick. It should only take a second. Even a setup like this with just having Drake and Josh both on the field with Mariota as the quarterback. This is going to get defenses second guessing themselves before that ball is snapped of who's matched up on who. And then we have the advantage, just like that. I really like having Marcus Mariota as our backup. I know a lot of people agree with that statement. A lot of people want to see Mariota get more involved. A lot of people want to see Mariota have nothing at all to do with this offense. I completely get that. I'm just saying if you have him on your team and he is a weapon, you might as well take advantage of it, because using every single weapon on your team spreads the defense out and opens things up for you to be able to take shots. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. Please hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this and what you think the future of Mariota is going to be. I really appreciate you guys coming out and checking out another one. So until next time, guys, I'm Son Joku. Thank you all very much. If you can click that like button on your way out, it really does help me out. We will catch you guys on the next one.